Nothing mattered in the end. The unfathomable ignorance, the selfishness, the arrogance, the claims made with no evidence. Nothing mattered in the end. The probable dementia, the malevolent intentions, the lies, the insurrection. All his henchmen, all the yes-men, grifters, gangsters, thugs, and crooks. His flim-flam scams, the frauds he ran, the way he cooked the books. His obsession for revenge upon his many enemies. America took a good long look, and they said, yes, please. And they said, yes, please. Nothing mattered in the end. The rapes, the misogyny, the homophobia, the bigotry, his penchant for autocracy. Nothing mattered in the end. His dangerous defiance, his denial of science, his Putin and Musk alliance, the way he managed to convince his cult to swallow his baloney, the way his so-called policies will only help his toady cronies, the way he showed such cruel disdain for our democracy. America took a good long look, and they said, yes, please. And they said, yes, please. They raised up an orange idol, a red-hatted anti-hero, and handed him the keys to Rome so he could be their Nero. Played them all for fools with talk of cheaper groceries. America took a good long look, and they said, yes, please. And they said, yes, please. I was the watchman on the Erie Bell, a good watchman I still am. And the story that for you I'll tell is why I live here in the sand. We pulled out a King Card in harbor on a chill November day, bound to salvage the schooner Carter from Shoalwater where she lay. Broadside on we found her, and our captain sent out the yawl boat. We passed the hawser around her, and it was made fast to her pawl post. Well, the engineer called to the firemen, better stoke that boiler up. We've got to pull that cable tighter, and this old tug hasn't got quite enough. I said we could carry just 60 pounds of steam, but that made the engineer scoff. He said that boiler is a tugboat's dream, she'll do 100 before blowing off. Well, the next words that old bastard spoke were from the lower decks of hell, 'cause that was when that boiler broke. That was the end of the Erie Bell. Well, a blast like a 20-pound cannon was heard all the way from town. Me and that boiler hit the land when the poor Erie bell went down. 4 men's souls were taken. Sometimes I wish there had been 5, 'cause I spend my days gazing at that lake, wondering why I'm still alive. Now this stretch of shore's called Boiler Beach, and me they just call mad, 'cause I keep watch for my mates who never reach the safety of this sand. And a good watchman I still am. Catherine would walk along paths lined with trilliums, rue and wood liliums, cedar and pine, made in her gentians and Solomon seal, through violet fields to Susanna. In summer through goldenrod oceans she'd ramble, like Catchawanuka, Catherine felt free. To Susanna it all was just thorns and brambles, a cheerless life in Otonabee. In her dark, lonely cabin, Susanna would wait, resigned to the fate of a poor settler's wife, till her sister would visit with hope and with flowers. For a few hours those woods felt like home. In summer through goldenrod ocean she'd ramble, like Catchawanuka, Catherine felt free. To Susanna it all was just thorns and brambles, a cheerless life in Otonabee. Daisies, hepatica, thimbleweed, asters. On sunny days Catherine felt so alive. Jack in the pulpit, bulrushes, lobelia, over the fields to Susanna. Catherine would walk along paths lined with trilliums, rue and wood liliums, cedar and pine, made in her gentians and Solomon seal, through violet fields to Susanna.